game. Two teams each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the gun, Herbert.
He's going to take a shot right away. In double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
TJ Logan on the return. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit.
Rico Gafford.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions have tied it. If they hit the extra point, they'll have the lead.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
Sam Martin to kick off for Detroit.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. He's going to loft one deep over them, and that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
That's good concentration right there, and he did a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. And it certainly doesn't hurt that at 6'5", he's got a big wingspan that allows him to go up and complete that play.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Now, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the 1st quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Ito Smith, his first carry. Had a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. First down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end, you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. Able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Taken in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Operating from the gun. Herbert, he's going to float this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 56 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Brought down at the
After 14-6 our score on EA Sports.
with the score, Lions 14, Chargers 6.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. He'll buy some time right. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
The score, Lions 14, Chargers 13. Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. They're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. Able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the Chargers' 31-yard line.
Now a 1st carry for their fullback. And he'll go down at the 28.
For a Lions. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this one complete to Gafford. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
And goal to go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Here's 3rd and goal now from the 9. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
The line of scrimmage.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them. That feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 24-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked up a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to Smith. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to air one out. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Rico Gafford on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He was brought down by Trey Waynes. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second
from the 50. Here's Herbert. A little flag down. He goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
This is out quickly to the right. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead. They're going for it. Here's Herbert. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Rico Gafford as the first half is winding down. And the Lions add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
The score, Lions 30, Chargers 13. Sam Martin to kick off for Detroit.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Los Angeles.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And it's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Herbert's pass. Incomplete in the end zone. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Badgley's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
That is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now this one was tied in out on the right side. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. In a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right on the 43. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. To throw now on 1st down. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards, the final tally. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
At the 13-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll throw from the gun. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
It's second down.
From the gun, Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Rolling to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And almost intercepted. That would have been his third pick in this game alone. Instead, fourth down. Here's Ty Long now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over first and 10.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll fire one downfield for Fate. And this is caught. A big play there for Detroit. 45 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Noah Fant with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
16.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Operating from the gun. Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield, marking down at the 49. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
First down.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, Herbert. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a third down.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's third.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Murphy.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Shot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's third down.
Brings up
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
A 9-yard gain on the play. It's now 4th down and 1.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 14 yards there on the pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Pass incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Into the hands of Gafford, complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Rico Gafford, 32 yards. And the Lions have got it on cruise control. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Lions 51, Chargers 16.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. This big Trey Flowers getting in there that time for the sack. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Dayon Buchanan. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's Ty Long now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
The Chargers.
Oh, they're on him too quickly back there, and it's blocked. And the Detroit Lions get paid. Trying to bust out of that loose losing funk, and these fans have to like this, saying, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice. I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit,
16.
but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt on this spot.
No.
Okay.
17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Roby Coleman. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And now he'll let this one go deep. At the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big pickup of 38. In a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Or is the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
1st down.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Sliding out of the pocket. And now here's another interception. Picked by Tracy Walker. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. A throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll let this go for the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. He's been a frequent target, and with catches like that, one-handed in the end zone, I'd keep going his way.
And he's doing it every which way, isn't he? Two hands, and in this case, we just saw it with one hand. Almost reminds me of a great return of service guy in tennis. No matter how you whack it at him, it comes back at you. In this case, he just envelops it and brings it in.
Sam Martin to kick off for Detroit.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today.
He's got the lead, and there he goes. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle it.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film in those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. That one looks like he'll throw here. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, look at this. Big game. A fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game, and all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it. This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Flushed out right. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. On 1st down, it's Herbert. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up at the 46. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And they'll end up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The end result, 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Intended for T.J.